differences of opinion, I think it's very important that at some point there is a coherent strategy against globalization.
Okay, listen, do 5 more minutes, then I'm going to let you go and take calls. 1 minute break, sir. We're going to start the third hour. Charlie Skelton, who writes for one of the biggest newspapers in the world, is covering Bilderberg, the London Guardian. Do 5 more minutes with him. The total phone blitz and news blitz coming up, then a guest about the government kidnapping children en masse. A state representative will be joining us, but I want to be clear and also let you know now what you've stepped into, Mr. Skelton, because we're not making this up. You'll probably be stuck on a no-fly list now. And this is how the globalists operate. It's unnamed. They won't tell you why you're on it for the rest of your life. With Interpol, UK, US, you're on file for daring to work for a big newspaper and go cover world leaders meeting to set the future of the world. With all the big bank ministers in secret, with helicopters and guys with machine guns. Now think about how butt backwards that is. Here we are trying to cover this, and they make it like we're the bad guys. They make us go through the airports and thumb scan and face scan and take our shoes off and be body scanned and be searched and ask questions. But then they just fly in private jet, helicoptered in. The police and military we pay for then protect them to carry out their crimes against our nation. And there's no doubt. I mean, one Bilderberg, remember, I know was under indictment, and he's involved grabbing the Texas power plants, and he's Pakistani. He's involved grabbing the roads and the NAFTA highways. I mean, these guys come in, buy off governments, and have the governments hand them everything. Same thing the Nazis did that you were mentioning. So that's how they operate. And now they have these new hate lists. And now they want to put American gun owners on lists without ever saying why you can't own a gun. I mean, this is tyranny. And we have to go ahead and just recognize it and deal with it. Any final comments on that and any other observations about where they're meeting, the security they've got at Bilderberg 2009 in Athens, Greece?
Well, as for that, I might keep my distance a little bit more, even tomorrow. Maybe just wander off a bit, so I'll steer a little bit clear.
No, it's too late. Too late. They've already arrested you twice. That was just to bring you in and identify and get you in the slave grid. Now you don't have. Now you just got to fight them. Go ahead.
Well, you remind me. A last thing I would say is that when you're talking, I thought about the writings. When they're written down, the writings of Bill Hicks, the late great comedian, who in his stand-up routines was making some very, very serious points about exactly what you're talking about. And one of the things he said, for example, about the assassination of Kennedy, whatever you think about it, is he said, people, he wants to talk about the assassination of Kennedy. Other people are saying, now, come on, that's past history. And he's going, come on, man, this was the president who was killed. Can we not talk about it? Same thing with 9/11. I talked to my brother about it, and my brother goes, bless him, he goes, that's 8 years ago. Come on, we've moved on. And I'm going, no, hang on. There are questions to be asked. This is a big thing. So, asking questions, I think that's it's such an important thing to ask questions. Even if you find out it is X, Y, and Z, as you've been told, good. I'd love to find out that things happened as I'm told. It would mean that people weren't lying to me.
They also told us 9/11.
I ask questions.
They also told us 9/11 was the foundation of the police state and giving up our rights, and the world was different, and we had to invade all these countries. So they're always invoking 9/11. And then when we try to go, well, wait, governments have staged terror, and this looks like it's staged. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's old news. Don't discuss it. It's a dead issue. Again, they're trying to set the agenda, set the parameters of the debate, get outside the box. I got Tucker on at 8 o'clock your time tomorrow. It's 9:04 Greece time, where you're at, Mr. Skelton. What time can you come on the show for? What time can you come on tomorrow for 10, 15 minutes for an update?
Any time at all. I'm free and easy. Well, I say free. As long as I'm not under arrest, any time at all.
Let's have you on at 8:30 tomorrow.
Okay.
Would you like us to call your room, or would you like us to call your cell phone?
Do you know what? I don't know. Probably the cell phone's safer.
Well, we're linking to your articles up at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com and The Guardian, and we're glad that you're joining the team. We really appreciate you, Mr. Skelton. You have a lot of courage.